Capricorn, is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have what are their true intentions in love. And so we have these oracle cards for you, Capricorn. This is going to be for your sun, your moon, and your rising, right? And here we have the wisdom card. This is Shahrazadi and Sharviyar. Yeah. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but, she was like the high priestess, right? And the story has it here that people were talking about her like she was kind of a hoe, kind of. I mean, back in those days, you could bat your eyelashes at somebody and, you would be called a hoe, right? Yeah, it would be hard for me to live in those times, Capricorn, and maybe you too, right? But this is about wisdom. And the king or the Shah or the Sultan, I'm not sure, you guys. Yeah, I'm not Persian, no. But he saw the wisdom in her. And he saw that she was the high priestess. Like she could see things that nobody else could. And so while other people maybe were making fun of her, I don't know if she was married before. In those days, you couldn't even get married. Can you imagine now? Now they're just like, now you could be, a straight kind of slut, and they will encourage you. Yeah, they want the dystopian society. They sure do, right? Of course they do. And if you can't see that, it's because your eyes are shut completely, right? And so, but long story short, Capricorn, here he has the sword. It has all these jewels on it. Very cool, right? I feel like it's cool. They look like jewels. But he loved her. He really, really loved her. But somebody could really, really be in love with you here. And maybe they have the wisdom now. Maybe they see. Because it's interesting about the story, with this card, nobody else could see here, kind of. Or maybe nobody had the wisdom, like this man, Shahriyar. He had the wisdom about her. He goes, oh no, she's a gem. You guys are all dumb, right? Yeah, basically. And so that was about his love for her. And we have blessings and new beginnings. We do. Very beautiful here. We have the message card, Capricorn. Somebody's probably going to drop you a message here. Yeah, drop me a line, right, as we used to say before. Yeah, a long time ago. I feel like my mom might have said that kind of stuff, right? Drop me a line. And so, maybe they're going to write you something. The phone is here, and then the letter is here, so we don't know how they're going to send it to you. Maybe it'll be smoke signals, because we have these kind of cool cards here with the native divination, right? Yeah. And let's see what we have here. And those smoke signals, I feel like, were to probably talk to the universe. They could have been, right? So we have the medicine bag, right? And this medicine bag can talk about somebody has all, like, everything they need to kind of heal a situation. It can talk about that. And then we have the Spirit Keeper twice of the East and the South. Let's see what they say about the Spirit Keeper. These are about new beginnings, too. One of these is about, I feel like this one here could be about, let's see what it says. The Spirit Keeper of the East is new beginnings. And we have it right here, right, with the beautiful waterfall and the picture of this kind of castle-y type setting, right? They're in this, it's from the inside of this building. And, all the butterflies are here and, all the beauty, right? The sun. And so, and the Spirit Keeper of the East, a fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat in the future. Yeah, this is kind of interesting here. And so, this can talk about centering yourself, right, in order to help kind of manifest this, or to kind of leave the old behind. In the great cycle of life, the East is the place of the rising sun. This is really interesting. It's also associated with planting seeds in the springtime, birth, the waxing moon. And the waxing moon is when the moon gets bigger, right? The waning moon is when it goes away. And new beginnings. Pulling this card, that this is the close of one cycle. Pulling this card means that this is the close of one cycle and the beginning of another. Although it's often difficult to release familiar routines, situations, or relationships when they no longer empower you, your native spirit asks you not to cling to the old, but to set sail into new waters. Really interesting. Let's see why the South is here, right? And abundance and prosperity in all forms, expansion. So, this new beginnings card, this is really interesting, right? You're going to get a message from somebody too, unless you're sending this message, right? And this is surging energy, activity, movement. This could be like, this could be blessings, could be financial or with regard to love. But I feel like there is definitely love in this reading already, especially with the story of Shahrazadi, right? And so, let's see here though. Okay, the south. In the medicine wheel, the south is the direction that symbolizes the warmth of the moon, of the noonday sun, summertime and the full moon, and a time of rapid growth. Yeah. And then, you know, wow, interesting. And the medicine bag, we know what it is, but let's have a look here because they put it so nicely. Yeah, Denise Lynn, I feel like she does. Gather your resources, be discerning. Vast inner power is growing in your life. Step back and let it grow. There are times to shine brightly for all to see, and there are also times to choose carefully who sees your true self. Choose wisely. Do not make hasty decisions. Yeah. If it doesn't feel right, hold back. You're protected from any less than positive outside influences. Yeah, the medicine bag, in indigenous cultures, they carry the medicine bag as a form of protection. Really cool. Let's see what else we have for you guys, right? And before we begin, we also have the tarot, right? We also have the polar bear and the cross. You know, maybe it's been really hard for you to message somebody here. Could be. And maybe it's really hard for this person to message you because the cross is here. The cross can, you know, it talks about bearing a cross has been very difficult. Sometimes it talks about somebody will bear a cross, but usually it's kind of letting something go that is kind of difficult, or somebody has been carrying a cross too long, something like that. Then the polar bear talks about a very powerful force. It usually talks about that you might be a powerful force for this person, Capricorn. We have the Two of Cups as your first card. I just shuffled these. I feel like you guys heard me. Yeah. We have the High Priestess. In what's on your mind is the Ten of Swords. Wow, which is an ending, right? Typically, the Tower could be betrayal sometimes. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is in your hopes. You showing up. Your fear is the King of Wands. So you could be fearing a fire sign, right? This could be the person that you're in love with here. I feel like you are. Two of Cups. They have the Ace of Cups. Wow, right underneath the Two of Cups. Here they are very struggling with this. Very struggling? No, here they are struggling with this very much. Yeah, they are. They're in the Seven of Wands energy. I feel like you're trusting your intuition over here, the High Priestess, most likely. Or you are the secret, possibly, here. Two of Swords. What's on their mind is the Empress. This is you. You are their Empress. Actually, their challenge is the Empress. That's you. What's on their mind is the Two of Swords. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. That can mean a couple things. It can. The Knight of Swords is what they want. They want to take fast action or come in. They're fearing a defeat here. Or it just could be, you know, there could be a defeat here, possibly. Not for you. No, I doubt it. Not with this person. I feel like they are thinking of messaging you here. I feel like they're in love with you. Ace of Cups. This person feels challenged right now. They could be resisting this. They could possibly be resisting this. They could be doing their best to trust their wisdom. Yeah, if they have any, said Capricorn. But let's see what we have. And, you know, the big cards in this reading, right? There are. So let's see why the High Priestess is here for you. For Capricorn, let's see what we have. Yeah, see here, you're waiting for this person to come. You might be feeling this is just over. I feel like one of these cards, the Spirit Keeper of the East or the South, I forget. It talks about, like, if you couldn't manifest something, kind of, don't worry about it now. Move to fresh waters, kind of. Though you have new beginnings here, right? I feel like you might be thinking you have to turn your back on them, or they could be maybe turning their back on you. I don't feel like that's it so much. I feel like this is, you feel kind of screwed over about the future you want with them. 10 of Swords, 3 of Wands. And you feel like there's nothing you can do about it. 8 of Swords. It's possible here you think this person is not trusting their intuition. Because this Wisdom card talks all about, she is really the High Priestess. Shahrazadi. Yeah, she is. So, you know, she is the High Priestess here. So this is, yeah, in spiritual wisdom. And you could be thinking, there's nothing I can do. I don't think this person is ever going to gain their wisdom. Yeah. You could be saying, when are you going to wake up? I have to come over there with a, you know, a huge turkey leg and just kind of knock you upside the head. Yeah, I could be over here. So let's see what else we have. The Tower is your challenge with the 6 of Cups. This is your person from the past that you're in love with. It could be this King of Wands here, right? Maybe it's Pisces, the High Priestess, Scorpio, and the Empress is Taurus or Libra. Could be another earth sign too, possibly. But let's see what else we have in your challenge. Queen of Cups. I feel like, you know, you're probably just in love with this person, you're right? And you, maybe they cannot trust their intuition. Maybe there is some compassion that is challenging you here. What I mean by that is, you know, there could be another person involved and maybe their compassion is for somebody else and not you. It's a possibility. Let's look at what they say about the cross here that is showing up. I want to see what they say. And the cross. I am the bringer of grief. Oh my goodness, this person could be grieving. Sadness, burdens, and ordeals. Pain, suffering, and guilt is the area of my expertise. I claim weeping, tears, and lamentations, which is like sadness, right? And ask for prayers and supplications or support. When happy cards come at my right, then you shouldn't experience too much fright. This polar bear is not really a happy card so much, not really. And so the cross in the Lenormand is a symbol of the state of suffering, universal and unavoidable. It is a state of carrying the burden of others who are not accountable for their actions. Wow. The cross we have to bear. You could feel, Capricorn, that you are carrying the burden of this person, of your person. That you are carrying the burden of somebody who is not accountable for their own actions. And what I mean by that, this compassion could be kind of pointing to that, like, maybe they are so compassionate to somebody else, right? I don't mean in love. I just mean like showing some type of compassion that they can't be accountable for their own actions. In other words, you could be dealing with somebody who possibly lets somebody run their life. Or maybe they can't leave that person because of some type of guilt. Like they're not being accountable for their own life, kind of, or their own future. And I feel like you could be acknowledging that here, the 8 of Swords, the High Priestess, like, well, they're never going to trust their intuition, possibly. Or maybe I'll just always be a secret here because, right? What's on your mind is the 10 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. I feel like you wanted a future with them, but this could just be ending all too harshly, kind of. I feel like you think this is probably going to end because I just feel like this person is not very strong. Maybe they need their own, like some type of protection with this medicine bag. That is a trip. Yeah, let's see what else they say about the cross. Yeah, I didn't think it was as deep as it is, right? Yeah, it is a state of carrying the burdens of others who are not accountable for their actions. The cross we have to bear. Maybe you're a person, you think they're not accountable for their own actions. And that can mean like somebody who doesn't want to make decisions. somebody who doesn't have courage, they're not accountable, or somebody who puts the blame on somebody else all the time. Well, I can't go because, Myra, or, or Denise, my person, they hurt their hand last year, and so they kind of, they have a little bit of arthritis, and so I feel sorry for them and I have to stay. I mean, stuff like that. You can't stay with somebody because you feel sorry for them. Because that kind of means you feel sorry for yourself, or that you're kind of weak. You should stay with somebody for the right reasons, which is love. This card is a calling card for taking responsibility despite the cost. That's what you want them to do. You want them to take responsibility for their life and come and be with you. That's what you want. Wow. This card is a calling card of, on a positive note, with this, redemption may come, dependent on surrounding cards. Well, we don't know we only see the polar bear here. I feel like that's what this is. This is so difficult, kind of, for this person. And this would be so powerful here if they would take responsibility for their own actions. So let's continue here. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Here you are wondering here if they're ever really going to kind of do this. Yeah. King of Wands showing up, and you're afraid you're not going to reconcile with them. Yeah, because they're a big weenie, Capricorn. Yeah. And I don't mean, I'm talking about the kind with all the nitrates in them, and they taste terrible, and red dye, and like the worst kind. They're not organic weenies. No, they're not. Let's see, we have your person has the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Here they are struggling, I believe, to be single for this brand new beginning in love with you. You could be saying, how long are they going to struggle with this? Here they are. What's on their mind? Two of Swords, the Devil. See, this is you. They just feel really shitty about you because they're struggling with this. This cannot just be about their, well, it could be about their money. Nine of Pentacles, but it looks like they need to be single. That's how it looks to me. They have the Empress, and maybe it is about their money. Maybe, possibly they're going to lose money if they, come your way. I feel like what's happening here is this cross to bear, this person not being accountable for their own actions, and that can mean a couple different things, right? It can, you guys. But about that cross that they are bearing, or that you are bearing because of them, is very, very powerful. Like, this looks like it's really hard to shake or break. Yeah. And so in their challenge is the Empress and the Judgment card. They want a rebirth with you. But, of course, here they are all about you. Ace of Cups, the Devil. What they want is the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. This doesn't always have to be their hope or fear. It just could be showing up here. But this is, I feel like they want to take action. Knight of Swords. I feel like they want to come in fast. They look like they are like at the point here. But on some level, their heart is at the point. But their brain, their feeble brain, Capricorn. Yeah, their feeble brain from all the chemicals in the food and their indoctrination in this country, right? Or wherever they're at here. Or in the school. Or at their home, in their home. Has led them here. Here they are, the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior here. Yeah, the person who has fear about the future. Right? Could be a paranoia card. And somebody who's already been embattled. So you're dealing with, you might have to be their nurse, Capricorn, right? Yeah, once you do the electric shock therapy on them, you go, did you get cured? Did you wake up? Five of Swords is going to be their fear here. Here they are, their doubt. Queen of Swords. They're thinking about, for me, sabotaging another union or defeating another union. So we're going to end this reading and we're going to go to the extended. And we're going to see how they feel, who or what may be in their environment, emotional or physical. And we're going to see the underlying energies right? We're going to see their near future, external influences, what's hidden, Capricorn, right? What's hidden about them, or what's unknown about them, and of course their true intentions. And we're going to finish the spread here, right, with the cross. Yeah, the Lenormand spread. Thank you so much, you guys. And I really want to see this, right? Yeah, I do. And so, because it's really interesting, this is a psychology reading where your person has been like brainwashed. Yeah, I feel on some level they could have done it themselves on a little bit. How bad is that, right? But we're going to see all about them in the extended. They're all super affordable. The link is below. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.